The North Star, the Big Dipper, Orion's Belt. I learned a lot about stars and constellations as a kid, but I can't remember much more than that. I guess I'll have to turn in my astronomy merit badge. What is it that makes those stars stand out among others? Are they closer? Are they bigger? Why do they stand out? Well, I don't think many people really care about the why. What we do know is this. For centuries, the stars and constellations have been a source of inspiration for lovers, guidance for sailors, and wide-eyed wonder for children all over the world. When it comes to business, we do care about the why and how. We want to know how we can stand out and outshine our competitors. Well, there are different ways to think about this, and one way is to think in terms of distinctions and what makes you different, better, and more attractive. It's about identifying and exploiting your strengths. But how do you do that? Well, I found that it's typically hard for business owners to think clearly about this kind of thing. We're so close to our own business, it's hard to be objective. So I developed a way to help my clients in their endeavor to identify their strengths or distinctions, as I call them. I do this by dividing them into 3 different basic types: philosophical, mechanical, and validating. Each of these 3 distinctions represents a different reason for people to be attracted and say yes to you. Philosophical distinctions relate to your values, beliefs, and approach to life or business. It gives people a reason to say, yes, I like that about them. I can relate to that. It resonates with me. Here's an example. A couple years ago, Panera launched their Live Consciously, Eat Deliciously campaign. The idea was to give voice to their values so people could connect with their brand on a more emotional level. Well, let's talk about mechanical distinctions. This relates to the way people interact with you or your product. It may or may not be something physical. It also gives people a reason to say, yes, I like the way that works. Let me give you a couple of examples. Now, you might know about a product on the market called the Nest. It's a self-learning programmable thermostat. What people like about the Nest is how they interact with the product or don't interact with it. The Nest learns your schedule and programs itself and can be controlled by your phone. Pretty cool. I like the way that works. I also like to use Amazon as an example for the way that I interact with them. They keep my billing and shipping information on file so that I don't have to enter it every time. And I can create any number of wish lists. Well, there are several other features that I appreciate, and yep, you guessed it, I like the way Amazon works. Finally, there are validating distinctions. They give people a reason to say, yes, I like that. I can trust them. It relates to things like certifications, special knowledge, or remarkable experience. Let me give you a couple of examples. Turner Motorsport is a company that sells performance parts for BMWs. They also have a race team that does pretty well. Because of their own experience testing and proving their parts at the racetrack, people like me figure they're a good resource that they can trust. I'll give you a local example. Fred Weber Chevrolet recently ran some ads that talked about how many years their employees have been working there. Well, it leaves me with this impression. If their employees stick around for so long, I figure they're trustworthy for me to do business with them. There's one final point that I want to make. Using this process can not only help you discover the strengths you have, it can also help you identify strengths that you can create and develop. So what makes you different, better, and more attractive? How do you outshine your competitors? Well, I'm Steve Smart, and I hope that helps you.